Hello everyone, this is PyCon India planning meeting for 2024 on Feb 29th. So let's get to the agenda and all the planning items that we discussed before. Uh, so the last meeting was on Feb 22nd, and I can see, yeah. So first I'll go with updates. So do we have any updates on anything? On the logo design, can somebody share the updates? What happened on the local design?
I can quickly share the logo designing. I think it's almost there, but there's still some changes required. So we have sent it back to them. They will come back again probably in a couple of days, and we can again review those. So it's still ongoing.
Okay.
Yes, just to
Okay.
elaborate, we did not really like the first set of logos. After that, we requested for another set with more concrete feedback, and next time they did come back with a few of the logos which are good, and among them we have almost like one of one, but with some changes. So we have requested the changes for the SEM. So I'm guessing they would be working on that and come back with a couple of iterations of for the same logo we requested for. So yeah, I think after that we should be sorted.
Awesome. Uh, so we'll be looking forward to how that turns up. Uh, then, so Anirudh, the Niman's thing is booked, right? So eh, is there any other set of actions that we have to take for booking or anything that is there that is been concrete or anything of that sort?
No, no, nuance is done. We can. So I just closed the issue right now.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. Uh, then we have CFP team. So CFP team, can you give any updates? Did you folks meet? What happened? Is anyone there from the CFP team?
I think nobody is there, but I also think nobody connected this week.
Oh, so we just carry forward the CFP team meet action item to this coming sprint, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Uh,
I think
so
one.
did we
Sorry.
have? Yeah,
So
who
like
is it?
they started a chart, I guess, for the keynote suggestions in the CFP thing. So Dr. Murli mentioned me that. So apart from that, like Praveen and Dr. Murli are discussing like on CFP process, and like last time, if you remember, Anirudh, like they are proposing a few things in terms of CFP process and all. Like they wanted to introduce few things, like instead of the existing junction what we have. So they are kind of doing some R&D. Praveen is leading that. Maybe so post like if they have any fruitful outputs from their R&D, they'll be sharing among themselves, and they'll update us in the next meeting probably.
Understood. I wasn't aware of this week's. Where is this keynote chart thing?
I think on the same CFP channel, I guess
Oh,
he
chat. You
started.
mean? Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, chat.
Yeah.
In the
So
Zulip CFP channel, I guess.
yeah, but we need to like we are already late on that. We need to like publish this by tomorrow. So
Uh-huh.
we need at least like some place to. So I think it's in the agenda. So when Farhan comes to it, we can discuss then.
Okay, great.
In meantime, Anirudh, can you ping Murli sir on joining this call, because this is urgent now. We would need to publish the.
Yeah, sorry, Sayan. He said he's in Tirupati. He went to Darshan, it seems.
Okay.
So he dropped a message some time ago. He said like Maybe
I
I'll just try to call him if he can show up.
I think from
Uh,
Tirupati it
mm,
might be difficult. We can ask
yeah,
Praveen maybe.
and yeah, I
Uh,
don't think so. We should disturb Murli sir if he's doing the darshan. Probably Praveen sir, if he's free, then he can drop in. Or if that is the case, and if it's very urgent, uh, probably we can send out a requirement for a call with the whole CFP team itself. Uh, that will make more
um,
sense, I feel.
yes, because we, from the timeline perspective, okay, let's not divert the here. Let's
Yeah.
not divert this. I'll discuss this and when the agenda comes. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Farhan.
when it comes to the agenda, when then we can discuss this. Shiv CFP stands for call for proposal. Yeah, there's a keynote agenda, so when we come to that, we can discuss in brief that what will be our next steps. Yeah. Uh, okay. What's next? Uh, yeah. So detailed timeline was framed during the last call, so we have the timeline with us, right?
Yes, that is
And Anirudh. Yeah.
overview timeline we
Yes.
have. Now more granular
Yeah.
is under each work group, I guess.
Yeah. So these are like overall discussion items, updates that we have. On the sponsorship team, is Abhishek around? Are we going to have that call sometimes, Abhishek? Or what's going on with the sponsorship? Nabarun, you were making some document, right? So what's the update over that? Abhishek, Nabarun, is Abhishek around? Is Nabarun around?
Yeah, I did not get time to start working on the initial parts of the sponsorship prospectus. I also need like last year's sponsorship prospectus to build upon.
Okay.
Do you know who would have that?
Uh,
Arvind,
Anirudh, yeah.
Arvind might have no.
Okay.
I want the doc preferably and not the Figma or something. Would want to start from like easily consumable one.
Abhishek only might have because he was in last year's team.
Okay, cool. We'll sync with Abhishek once. I think he's also busy with some things.
Yeah. So let's figure out a time maybe next week, if possible, Nabarun, and let's get on a call and probably get things
Yes.
rolling. Yeah, let's
Yep.
do that. Yeah. Cool. Uh, okay. So I think that is kind of overall about the updates. So anyone has more updates to give about something?
Yeah, hi Farhan,
Yeah.
Akash here.
Hi, Ashni. Yeah,
So
Kashmir. Hi. How are you?
yeah, yeah, I'm fine. So we had a meet yesterday regarding social media and outreach.
Okay.
So Arvind and Ashok were also joined our call. Right now we are finalizing on a few posts, and Arvind has also shared with me a content calendar of last
Mm-hmm.
year's. So trying
Mm-hmm.
to replicate that, and basis of that, we'll try to formulate when and where we'll be post, like which all dates and what content we are going to post. And I had a call with Ryan yesterday regarding the credentials for all the platforms where we'll be posting. Haven't yet received the credentials yet.
I think Ananyo pinged on the group that he has the credential. Probably you can reach out to Ananyo. You would be able to assist you with that.
Yeah, Ananya was asking how
Yeah.
will he share. So that's something. Um,
Uh,
yeah.
Probably Akash Neil can reach out to Ananyo and they can figure out how they can share the password. Uh, I mean,
Yeah. Ryan was telling
I
this
mean,
year around there was some password manager. They'll be there.
uh,
Is it
we
true
have been
or
having the discussion about setting up a password manager. Sorry.
okay? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Just take the password for now and get going. No, when the password manager sets up, then it happens.
Yeah,
Exactly. I
Okay,
don't
we're
think
cool.
that's a big
I
block.
agree. I agree. I
Maybe
agree.
you can send it in a way that it's destroyable. Uh, I mean, maybe over Signal, and then keep the
Yeah.
message timer, something of that sort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better
yeah, yeah.
than what.
Works.
Okay. I mean, so basically, Akashni, you can reach out to Ananyo. You can figure out a way in which you can receive a passwords from him, and then you can probably go ahead with that. And you shouldn't be blocked on setting up a password manager and getting to share with it. Uh,
Okay.
does that work for you?
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah. All right. Any more updates from any other working group?
Just to add on to what Akashni mentioned, Akashni, I think you should also
Yeah.
maybe connect with the content team, Nikhil and Harris, and work on the content calendar side. They can help with some of the contents on this as well.
Okay, fine. No, so what we identified was based on the inputs from every team member was that right now people we need to go a little bit about the awareness of like where PyCon is happening and all of that. We'll be starting with like things like people sharing their last year's experience of PyCon, and then once we'll start teasing about the dates and so that was the idea. Am I audible?
Yeah, Kashni, you're
Yes,
audible.
yes.
Anirudh, were you able to get
Yeah,
your
yeah,
question
yeah.
answered?
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that works, Kashni. That seems like a good plan.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. All right. So, any more updates from any other working groups that were involved? Uh, it goes one, it goes twice, and it's gone. So, we are done with updates. Uh, so, let's come back to the agenda. So, the first agenda is keynote suggestions. So, Anirudh, can you elaborate on this, and then we can probably have a discussion over it.
Yeah, so we need to start basically keynote suggestions. One thing is like one question is where do we take the suggestions? Should we do it on, let's say, a mailing list and then let everyone just reply in the mailing list thread, or should we like create a GitHub issue and let everyone just add the names there? um, we need to make sure that we don't do it on Twitter specifically, and so that people don't tag the speakers directly there, and it creating like bunch of chaos around. So I've created a issue card for now, but we can probably modify this and add more things into here. So please take a look, whoever wants to, and if you want to make any changes to it, please feel free to.
I
The
think
thing is, we are overdue. I mean, this by the
Yeah,
timeline I see that should have been started on 26th
yeah, last week.
of Monday. I mean Monday. This come last Monday.
Uh-huh.
So we are already late by 3 days. So we really need to put quick efforts, because the problem is we need to book their accommodations and visas and stuff if required.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Before
So if we can
passing.
like come to a conclusion in today's call only, then we can just create, let's say, either the mailing content or the GitHub issue, and we can go ahead from there, or GitHub discussions, whatever is favored.
Yeah. So the thing is, in that scenario, like let's create a GitHub issue, and there people can comment. We can make it detailed, and one thing we have to do, evangelize on social media. So Akashnil, if you can create like, do you will have access to Instagram threads, etc. So try to push it everywhere, and in Twitter specifically, we should have a poster saying that please don't tag the people. Please go ahead and ask it in the GitHub issues, because simple tagging should not be. I should not like mean people should not just tag. They should also write a few lines about that why they are nominating. So we could have the GitHub form as such that uh, we have that questions. So yeah, we can describe the format. I see.
There are two people who want to speak, Ashok and Stack.
Uh,
Ashok, go ahead.
last last year, a couple of keynote, a couple of invitees, right? So, a couple of them raised, and sorry, they said, okay, this year probably, they said maybe in 2024. If you have that list, means maybe you people who are like, let's say you in your preference list, if they are there, then you can, on top of it, you can right, follow up like, okay, last year you said. So just a thought. So
I think this is a very good thought. In my opinion, what we can do is that we can get folks who were what do you say, like whose names are put up in the GitHub issue, and we can also reach out to the people who said that they are open, but probably not this year, the next year. So we can just include them into the consideration as well. What do you think?
So, San, are you saying we just add those names beforehand in issue and consider with the rest of the folks suggested there?
What we can do is that we can create the issue and then put it in a comment that these people we reached out
Hmm.
last year, and they express interest for the following year. So just putting their names into the country consideration queue. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good to me too. So, regardless of that, the issue that we create to take in new suggestions, is it supposed to be in PyCon 24 task repo?
Yes.
Okay.
Or we can do a wiki. There was a previous year, Chennai, I guess, did it. I'll try to find it. Maybe if I think the format would almost be the same. We can do it in wiki. I don't think there's an issue. But yeah, I see Stack's hand is up, so I'll just give the mic to Stack.
Two thoughts. We can use GitHub discussions. People can't
Okay.
tag them. I created a discussion here. You all can check. Maybe we
Discussion
can
should
use,
have ability to tag, right?
sorry, Bhavin, you saying something?
Discussions should have ability to tag people, right?
We don't want people to be tagged on social media.
True. Okay. Here, yeah, we can't
We'll obviously
tag.
write this in the
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
rules of engagement. That's one. The second thing, I don't think, Bhavin, to your point, we don't need to backfill the people whom we are considering as well in the issue. That's fine. The issue is just for taking suggestions.
Okay.
We can keep them in the internal spreadsheet that we have of speakers where we kind of make the decisions.
Hmm.
That's what we can use.
I wanted to add them to the discussion as a thread. The reason is for the openness. I understand. I mean, at the end of the day, there would be an internal discussion, but just for the openness, like people would like the
Then I think we
discussion.
should. I agree to you. I think we should ask people who had suggested their names to add them, not just one person amongst us adding all those names. Might look a little odd.
No, no, we'll write that in there. That these are
Hmm.
the suggestions that came from last year to the people who we contacted, and they expressed interest that
Exactly.
for this year. I mean, in the
Okay.
future years, not future as in like next 2 3 years, but like
At least
specifically the
first, yeah.
2024.
Okay.
So
So
only
who
those people.
does this, please add it as like multiple discussion comments and not on single, so that there can be votes, like public
Hmm.
votes.
Sounds good.
Just to bring in notice, the deadline is March 8th for us, like according to the timeline that we have narrowed down. So, what will be our next set of actions to get this finalized?
Uh,
Start the discussion.
Yeah,
That's
I would
one.
suggest like tomorrow this should go out in like Twitter and mailing list and other places. We should publish this. That this is the discussion. And
I will refrain from, sorry to interrupt you, but I would refrain from doing on a weekend. Let's what do you suggest? Let's do next week on Monday. I know that we are pushing the limit a bit, but it's possible people might not check on a
I have
weekend.
a different opinion here.
People do check, you're
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah,
yeah. People will
this
check
is
more on
from
a weekend than on a weekday.
yeah, I
yeah.
also
Okay,
think
then.
So
more on weekend.
Saturday and Sunday, LinkedIn is a place where you'll get more traction.
Okay, then let's put a deadline for tomorrow. Pushing out. Akashni, you do take a note, and we can reboost it on over the weekend, both the days, so that we get maximum engagement.
Okay, so what are the channels this is going out on? On what is going to be on mailing list? The link to the GitHub
Everything
discussion.
has the link.
Everything will have a link to GitHub discussion. That's what you're saying, right?
Correct. Every platform would have the link to GitHub discussion.
Yeah, so that will be the action item for Akashni to push it over all the platforms, the link to
Yes.
the GitHub discussion for the
Yes.
keynote suggestions.
Yes.
So I created the
Okay.
GitHub issue. No,
Stack.
in there all the
Yes.
tasks are mentioned.
Yes, Stack. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, that.
yeah, Nir.
We can possibly create a bitly so that the
Mm-hmm.
character limit in most places won't be breached because this is quite big.
All right.
Sean, do you want to help in this area a bit for over the weekend if you're free?
Right now,
Sorry,
but
Sen, who are you asking this?
Sure.
I think am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm just yes, Shan. I'm just following things for a bit. I'll take some time to get up to speed with what is going on, but I'm more than happy to take anything as
Mm,
per availability. Yeah.
okay.
More than happy to volunteer. Thanks.
Okay. I
Um,
think like given the crunch, we can like probably have few people from other teams who can help. Yeah. So given like Akash Neil would also need some help. So if you can just help him out. Like Akshay is there. Akshay, if you can make a quick poster, that would be good. So yeah,
Uh,
something
so,
of those like.
so can we carry out this discussion on Zulip? I mean, do we have a stream already for set up for this, or do we need to make one? And then we can probably coordinate over that and get this out as soon as possible.
yeah,
Let's coordinate over Zulip and create a issue, like we
Yeah,
used to do when we used to do blog posts in the previous editions. Like we used to give create a checkbox thingy. I did not check the issue that Ani posted, but yeah, these are the platforms that are still pending, like on a GitHub issue, and then at what time it should go out, and like everybody posting status to that GitHub issue.
sure.
Uh,
Uh,
just another question. I am not able to tag people on the basically the issue thing. So is it like people are not added to this project or not added to task or something?
Yeah, we need to add them to the org or something, or they need to comment once. So it's a spam protection thing. So if you are not mentioned, if you don't comment once, if you're not a collaborator to the repo, nobody can mention you.
Got it.
So
So
that removes the spam notifications.
got it. So Akash, Neil, Nikhil, maybe you can just help out in just commenting on this issue sometime somewhere. So Nikhil, maybe you can help with the content for mailing list, and we will need to post there. And Akash Neil can, and I think Arvind also needs to for the design part. Yeah, that's all I guess.
Just open the issue and
Yeah, sure.
like against your. I don't think they can edit the issue, right?
I posted it, the issue number 24.
No,
They
no, they
can't.
cannot edit, right? We need to
You
create a
must,
new team.
yeah, you must be creator of the issue, or you must be an owner of the org.
I can edit it if
Right access.
they can
You should
just
have
comment
right
it. I can
access.
edit it, right, and tag them.
Yeah. So can we do one thing? Like in the attendance list, can we whoever has put their name as attendees, can you also put your GitHub IDs?
Yes, please do that.
So when people become active and they need access, we can add them to the org directly. So we can add all active people to the org and keep that list. Thank you so much.
Nikhil, are you good there? Like for the mailing list post?
Sure, yes.
Okay. Do we need to put out a blog for this, or that is not needed now?
Okay, so
Don't
where
think we
do
need a blog.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
cool, cool,
I'll do this.
cool. Then we can move on.
The reason is the blog would not link to any place. I mean, we can have the instead of the blog, the description in the discussion, GitHub discussion.
Yeah, sounds good.
We should probably have a detailed
So
description and
we
the rules
we have,
also.
yeah.
The,
So we have now action items that needs to be carried forward for the keynote speaker suggestions, and we should start working on them as soon as possible because we are on a time crunch. Okay. What's the next agenda? Junction setup, CFP, Anirudh.
I think we had this call with the CFP team 2 weeks ago, but I'm not sure if the junction is yet set up for the CFP and all. From what Koti, do you know any other update on that? If not, it's fine.
no,
Okay, we'll move this to maybe next week's discussion.
I think under that's where they said right they're experimenting with something. So
Yeah, I mean, so the experimenting thing was mostly for that they would want BOFs and all that also on junction, which was under discussion.
hmm
So I
okay.
suggested that we should probably not do that because then it like BOF should be on maybe GitHub or something. But yeah, that was the discussion. But there shouldn't be any other delays for CFP in talks and workshop, right? So we can at least put those out.
Also, according to the timeline, I think we are opening up the call for suggestion on March 10th. Call for proposal on March 10th. So
Yeah, yeah.
before that, we need to get the junction setup done and everything should be up to date so that we can announce that we are calling for proposals. Uh,
Agreed.
so,
One small question I
yeah.
had. Where is the timeline document or some place where I can check it?
I shared the link on the
Send,
on
yeah, Send shared a
chat.
link, the GitHub link on the chat.
It's the project board, and there is a timeline view in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, understood.
Yeah.
I'll check that. Yeah.
So, who is working on the junction setup and
The
get this
CFP
running?
team itself, Murli and Praveen.
Oh, okay. They
They
are
have
only
the access to.
setting
They
up
have access
junction.
to the backend.
Yeah, yeah. I think Navarun has given access.
Okay. Uh, we probably might have to check with the CFP team on where they are leading, and I don't know if they know the deadline.
I will do that.
That we are. Yeah, we need to get that. Okay. Uh, any more things on junction? So that probably is the action item, right? Ping and check with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
CFP team of what is happening with junction. Uh, One password setup. I think I saw a message from Nabarun that he's giving access to Ananyo about adding it to the to adding to one password or something. So Is there anything
Okay.
more to this suggestion?
Just wanted to know whether we got the access and how it will work, just to have some understanding. So if we need to share any credentials, we'll uh, have clarity how to do it.
Yeah, so we do have one password, but we don't have one password enterprise. So the enterprise
Okay.
one gives tiered access to vaults. So
Hmm.
we can't add people to specific vaults, but we can add people at global level. So what
Okay.
I'm thinking is we can gate access at the global level by giving access to only a specific set of individuals. Beyond that, people can just keep sharing the passwords for a specific thing, like
Sure.
pref-
Okay.
preferential,
So it will be, yeah, it will be
preferential.
like a, yeah, it will be like a long-term vault sort of, so that we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
lose
It's a
anything.
long-term world, something like uh, people who have access to only like let's say the Python India ops email or the root
Yeah, yeah,
accounts.
makes sense. Makes sense. So that we don't get locked out of it.
Yes, so that is mostly as like a insurance policy rather than a very primary vault. Primary vault, I think like people should anyway use their own
Use
conscience
their
and
own.
use password managers like Bitwarden or one
Got
password,
it.
whatever they
Got it.
use.
Cool. Uh, any more agendas that people want to point out now? No more agendas. One, two, three. Gone. Okay. So we have open discussions, and where are when are we opening the keynote form? Sen, would you like to elaborate on this?
It's the same thing
Sen?
which we were
So we
discussing.
already discussed. Yeah. So we
Yes.
already discussed it, right?
Yes.
Uh, okay. The electronic badge work in progress.
Did we have the call?
No,
Uh,
sorry, I was a bit swamped with a lot of things going on, so I was not able to schedule the call. I'll for sure try to do this this week and get this fast track as fast as possible.
okay.
Okay, I'll try to do that. If anyone else is interested, they are, I mean, more than welcome to join it. PSF grant, Koti.
Yeah, so just a quick update and like last week, like Sayan and Navreenu may aware of this. Like they started his office hours PSF grants. I joined last office hours and I had a discussion with them like about the procedure and all because last time we couldn't able to. So when I spoke with them like Sanchit and other folks, right, like Kalyan and all, they said like due to the time constraint at the last moment we couldn't able to send the proposal. So now
Mhm.
we have time. So thinking like just to the sponsorship team, like we can reach out to them and we can apply for PSF grants this year. Is my thought. So that's why I just wanted to update here.
Uh, all right. So, what I can hear from what you're saying is we need to draft a proposal to send it to to PSF so that we can get a grant for COC training.
Not for COC training. This is for the conference.
Okay. So, okay. So COC training is okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Covered
that
under
is
the
different
sponsorship.
item. Yeah. Yes, so grants what I mentioned is for the conference. So there'll be a
Okay.
potential sponsor. Like I've been to, I mean, I spoke with a couple of other conferences like PyCon APAC and PyCon Philippines and all. So for them, like PyCon, PSF is the main sponsor for them. So
All
when
right.
I spoke with them and they suggested me to join the office hours, I joined
Mhm.
last week office hours and they like they gave a simple action item like how to get into that. So and they said like there is no history from PyCon India on applying this before.
Okay.
So if we need that to be well aware and if there any suggestion made by PSF and we want to change the proposal which was submitted and all. So we need to
Mhm.
be bit advanced as we are doing it the first time is the PSF grants team suggested.
So, Koti,
Okay.
what all things are needed from our side for this?
I mean, the
You
standard.
need to, so I'll
Yeah,
just give you
go
an
ahead.
update. So you need to submit the number of attendees. We need to have the website up with the COC. Uh, Sponsorship prospectus and all should be there. And we need to give like what is the diversity and all those things into the proposal. So it's okay. And the main thing is, so there is a limit. You maybe other conferences don't get what do you say, like as Koti mentioned, like they are the primary sponsors. But what PSF does is that they usually uh, based on attendee they do the money thing. And another thing is, once you submit the proposal, it takes uh, around 3-4 months, I would say, till the time it reaches the PSF grants team for
So,
discussion.
anyway, we can't take any action on this till the website is up, right? And the sponsorship
uh,
prospectus is done.
right.
Okay.
So we need to work on it. So the thing is, see, you can submit it and the discussion will come to the PSF grants team in a few months. In the meantime, you will have things ready. So you can also update it in the like, you can like share an Excel sheet in the beginning. Later you can update them with like this is like the main prospectus is already ready now. So those all things can happen in the meantime. So yeah. And the other thing is, this office hours, this is the first office hours, I guess, that happened. This will be a recurring thing, bi-weekly thing. So folks, if you have questions, you can definitely join in and ask. So yeah. So we always have that opportunity there. And the problem why, just to give you a context of why we did not apply in the previous years, was the we did not have a proper channel to get money from abroad, that is PSF.
Okay, I have added a card for this. We will probably resume this conversation after the website is done. So marked it for March 21st for now.
I think we can just update the website with COC. The current website is just fine. And we can just have an Excel sheet and submit the proposal at least. Because we have other details, like we know where's the venue and all, how much attendance will come,
We don't have a
what is the
sponsorship prospectus.
you can share Excel sheet like you used to do for Django Girls, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Django Girls used to have the like a Excel sheet only.
Huh.
Like where are you spending
I
how
mean,
much money?
yeah, I mean, there I just put it on their own form thing, right?
Yes, now you can share a link as well as a file, something.
Huh.
I
Okay.
would I would ask like you can share with that, because the problem is we don't have a lot of time. So this is a way to compensate that. And then when we have a prospectus ready, we can just mention we can send them the updated details so that the evaluation can be more simpler.
Got it. But at least we need the
I
logo, right?
Yes, we need the logo.
Okay, so putting it for
Also,
next
like
week then.
when sure. And one thing is, once the thing comes into the grants, I can also put in, I will be refraining from voting. But we also need to see that we can take in the money. So that's one of the things. It has to be a proper channel through which the money comes.
Yeah, I think that is
And
sorted.
and a mandatory thing that has been will is now applicable is we need to also submit a event report.
Huh. Makes sense.
So yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
All right, so we have action items for the COC training and whatever is
No, the
around
COC training is
PSF
next. This
grants.
is this is a piece of grants. So COC training,
Okay.
the COC training, I'll just put an update. So I was planning to send it today. So the thing is that the management within the PSF has changed. So earlier, I was looking for whom I requested last time. So I had just sent an email to Eva, but and Eva used to be everywhere in PSF. So now things have changed. We have Murray looking into things, and then there's Laura. So I'll drop a mail to both of them, but I just realized that my email servers, I have not been receiving emails for the last 2 days. So something is wrong somewhere maybe with my Google setup thing. So on the verge of fixing it. So I'll send it by tonight.
All right. Any questions on this, on what Cyan has posted? No questions. No. Anirudh, call calendar.
Yeah, so I was just thinking about this, and I thought like I'll just add it to open discussion.
Yeah.
So basically, now all the work groups will have, let's say, their separate calls, right? And what I was thinking is if we can have, let's say, a common calendar in which we can put it up, like let's say community event sort of thing, right? A lot of communities have that,
Mhm.
and all
Right.
the calls can be on the same thing. So if anybody wants, they can just add that calendar to their, let's say, Google Calendar, and they will see all the calls which is scheduled, and they can join whichever they want or something. Yeah, sorry, Stack was saying something.
No, no.
Stack is the most experienced person here.
Yeah, I mean, been my bread and butter for the last 5 years.
Stack Overflow.
Um, I I would really like us to move to like Google Groups and Google Calendar, but then I know that
Uh-huh.
people will have like strong opinions against it. So, I mean, the reason I say that is the user experience is very good and it's very trivial to add calendar events.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
No,
we do use
so let's ask, no, if somebody has strong opinions about it. I don't think so. A lot of people would.
people in the past used to, so I just want to take a rain check now
Yeah.
as well because
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
I get it. Yeah.
Is there any alternative, by the way?
I
not a
mean,
free
You can
sorry.
provide them with iCal or like
yeah,
all the
exactly.
I all those things, but then it would be separately maintained.
No. So Google
You can
Calendar can
download.
give you iCal. So
Yeah, Google
they
Calendar
can
is
just
an
put,
SQS as well as an iCal
Yeah.
yeah.
export.
So
Oh,
that
So
iCal can be
then
imported
let them
anywhere.
use iCal.
oh, I did not know that you can use it. Use that iCal. You don't. So the thing is, I've never checked it in incognito. The iCal link works in the incognito. I mean,
It depends if the calendar is public. It should. I mean, I
So
have
no, the
yeah.
calendar won't open, but the ICS would open.
okay,
Google
yes.
Calendar won't open on incognito. You need to be
No,
logged
no,
in.
it's ICS file is downloading, so I think that would work. We provide a similar thing for our flat card
Read
thing.
only calendar would be there. So
Yeah, read only. I mean, anyways, like people who, except for the team, sorry, not team lead, like work group leads.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah, work group lead will have access to edit, and rest of them will just have view access.
right.
Cool. So
So what was the
okay.
out
So
of this?
what should be the, yeah, the action item for this? Are
So anyone else? Someone from the other folks who are there in the call, someone who wants to look into it, and I mean, you can ping me or Stack here because we already have meet calendars. So yeah, you can just you have to coordinate with different working groups, create a calendar, coordinate with different working groups, and add those to the calendar.
You don't need to coordinate necessarily. You can add them
Not,
as like collaborators to the calendar.
but yeah, you need to ping for like email and things.
Yeah. That
So,
is
so I think only the work group leads can be added, and then they can add their own at their own time,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, sorry, I wanted to say that only. So basically, you need to like uh, talk with the working group leads and create a team or whatever it is, or like add as collaborator or share access with them so that they can add lead.
I
And
guess the
you have to keep like you put a deadline to yourself that by this date. Suppose by the next meeting you have all the calendars, so you have to follow up with the working group leads that is it done, is it not done,
Yeah.
can you just add it, things like that.
By the way, it's not that easy to add a calendar event to that calendar. it Google UI is a little weird in that. So
I mean, you just change the calendar. But
yeah,
yeah, okay.
that's but that's not the default case. So and neither there's protection asking you like, oh hey, did you choose the correct calendar?
Mm.
So
Show.
I can take this, and
Great,
again,
great.
I was thinking that I need to figure out who are the people involved and whatnot. This would be that. I'll do this.
I would
Great.
say first play with your Google Groups and Google Calendars, and then ask for emails. Maybe you
Yeah,
can use us as guinea pigs for this
yeah,
experiment.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Google Groups is fine, but the actual calendar which we will use probably should be created with the ops email.
I think we can. Let me recall. So in Kubernetes, we use calendars from groups emails and not
No,
necessarily.
someone has to own it, right?
That's
Like
the
we
group,
have. Oh,
if I remember it. I'll check and come back
So
once.
it's a
okay.
so it's a shared calendar, right? Owned by all of the groups.
Yes,
As
just
you
one
said, we
group.
would have. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, so we would have. So, okay, so we're not having different groups for different work groups.
Yeah. So at least in Kubernetes, we use this hierarchy. We have this calendars at the rate kubernetes.io, which wants a root calendar, and then people have like so every working group or special interest group has their own calendar, which is owned by the Google group.
Okay, and what is this Google group? It's owned by the working group, or it's like the entire Kubernetes thing?
It has its own owners and everything.
Okay. Okay, huh, this should be figured out over here.
some things work differently in Google Workspace. So yeah, someone has to figure out.
Maybe Soham and Navarun can just check out together and see what works.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Yep, I'll follow up.
So this is the common calendar that I'm talking about. Anyways, we can check on it off the call.
Yeah, we can keep
Yes,
it
we have
simple.
a few
Someone.
calendar. I posted the CNCF one. I guess CNCF one is maintained separately somewhere else, or I don't know. But yeah,
Since
we have a few examples.
I have no clue because they are very private organization. They're not public.
Hmm.
So,
No,
so
I
this
guess they
this
don't
this
use.
Flatcar link that you submitted, no, this is actually what I meant. Like, this is a very simple thing. You can just add,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. This can be just embedded to the website.
yeah, exactly. It can
Hmm.
also be there on the website.
Yeah, I'll just ask my manager who created this how he created this
So
rather
even
than
even
We can
even
digging.
just
so, I
create a
did for
calendar.
one community, and that was like a simple that it didn't have like Google Groups and all. It was just a simple calendar, and only one or two people were able to add events to that.
Yeah, I have done
But
it in 2021 for mentorship workgroup.
nice, nice, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah. So if there is a better way with groups and all, yeah, we can definitely explore.
hmm.
I'm
I had
checking.
some issue editing the entries, so maybe that was something Bhavin and Navarun were talking of. Like once I had to cancel a calendar, like one of the events, and I only canceled in mine and not in the that particular group.
Yeah,
So,
that. Oh, okay.
You,
Yeah.
you choose the wrong event basically to cancel. That's what I was
Yeah.
mentioning.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
You have
that
to make
happens.
the calendar visible and then delete that event.
The
I,
colorful
I,
event usually is
Yeah.
different color. Yeah.
cool. Uh, okay, so Shohom is the owner for this one, right? And we'll put a deadline for next week.
Someone DM me your email ID.
Yes, I will do that. I am on Zulip. I just signed up. I'm still figuring out how this thing works. I'll send you a message there.
You know my signal, so you can send it there as well.
Yes, yes.
All right. So that's it. I think we are done with all the discussions and we have enough action items on our plate. Anything else before we start winding up the call? Any other discussions that anyone want to bring up?
Regarding the so one thing I did, I'm not sure if I discussed. I have started looking into t-shirts and t-shirt vendors. I did not contact anyone this week, but yeah, last week I went to Printo. They asked for a huge price, so I'm not going back there again. But yeah, I'll be talking with few other vendors next week, and also the food vendor which Vijay shared. Now, one thing I have to ask is the two things actually. Like now that we have Nimhans finalized, do we know how the internet thing works there? You told that we have to recharge with something, but are the lines already there,
Yeah,
or
they
how
gave
the
a
Wi-Fi and all works?
they gave the IT person's number. We need to call him and talk to him and check.
Okay, so Anirudh, do you want to set up a call? I mean, do you call him and put us into the loop
Yeah, we
and
can
do a
do
call?
maybe tomorrow or anytime. Like, we can do a conference phone call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that once.
Sure, sure. Koti, if you're free, I'll ping you also.
Yeah, we can add a few people. I mean, a few people. Most importantly, Bibhasda. I guess he's back. So yeah,
Yeah, also somebody who knows Kannada, just in case.
sure.
With respect to t-shirt, there's this thing called Gubachi. I don't know if you have checked this out, Sam, but they are a really
Gu
nice
Bat.
Gubacci. Gubachi.
Oh, okay. I got Guba cheese, which was
Not Guba cheese. It's
Go.
Gubachi.
no, because Guba cheese
Like,
was the childcare thing I was looking into.
oh, okay. So yeah, yeah.
Can you spell it again? Guba
Gubbacci. I'll send you the link. Don't worry.
They do t-shirt printing.
Yeah, they do, and they have their office in, I think, JP Nagar. So it's a Bangalore-based thing.
Okay,
I don't know the price point, but they should have a reasonable one.
okay.
If you want, I can talk to them also. I'll
Let's
send you.
talk to them, and for Bangalore vendors, we can actually go to them and check the t-shirt quality
Check the
as well.
quality and everything. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking for a local vendor if possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so I think that's pretty much it. I think we can stop the recording, and thanks all
Next
of you
meeting
for
chair.
joining the call. Yeah, all right. Sorry, my bad. Who is going to be the next meeting chair? Thank you, Anirudh. Who's going to be the next meeting chair?
You can tag someone. It's better. If nobody raises hand, Farhan and Bhavin has opportunity to tag someone.
Bhavin.
Bhavin already did. You do a joint decision.
No, no, I'm asking Bhavin. Who do you want to pull in this now?
Oh, you are
Yeah.
putting me on the spot. Who has been joining regularly?
Koti.
Shiva, Sapnam, and Koti. Then
Okay,
S-
okay. Decide and then put
Sen and
somebody's
Nabar.
name.
Yes,
Silence.
Sen and Nabaran. Would you both would be willing to do chair and co-chair?
Next week, no?
Yeah,
Next 7th. Okay.
You can.
yeah. Done. Okay, done. Bhavin, Sen and Nabaran, chair and co-chair.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Sign nominated for the next meeting as well. So
Okay.
look at the chat.
Is it?
Yeah.
who wants to be the chair and who wants to be the co-chair?
For the next to
Good.
next, you can nominate me or for that. I mean, I
Yeah,
want to
next
see how
to
it goes. You can nominate me for the next to next one.
Yeah, that's next one only. I've already
Oh,
noted.
next to next only. All right.
Cyan and I are fixed for next meeting.
Huh?
Cyan and I are done for next meeting.
Yeah, and then Shabnam and Koti.
Yes.
Okay, done. Chalo. Bhavin, फटाफट update this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now people will realize how we will run behind people to get the action items done.
Awesome. That's
Okay,
great.
stopping the recording now.
Yeah.